Bonjour, bonsoir, buenos dias, buenas noches. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we're talking about Married to Medicine. So it was pretty quick, I feel, as far as what I have to say. So, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Thank you so much for those of you that are liking these videos, sharing these videos. It does mean the world to me. So Quad, she has Phaedra come over. She also has Heavenly come over to her house. And, even though she's still feeling some type of way about the fact that Heavenly posted up a photo with Letitia, she's like, you know what? She wants to move forward. And she remembers the embrace that she had when she saw her. So that right there made her know, she wanted to be good with her friend. So things almost went a little bit left during this conversation, but I felt like it was a time for growth. It was a time for healing as well. And I feel like they left from there in a much better place, kind of reviving their friendship. So that was pretty good. Phaedra, she has like a man come see each one of the ladies dressed in all black, like Men in Black for real. It's acting like some AI, like no questions answered at all. Just show them the briefcase. They look inside, take out what's in there, and close it back up. No questions, please, So he pretty much gave all the ladies, except for Letitia, an invite to an event that Phaedra was having. Letitia, she met up with Toya and Dr. Simone so they could get some shots, literally shots of IV into their system, because Letitia was saying how she's all drained and stuff because she just came back from, was it Dubai? I don't know. She came back from somewhere, for her honeymoon. Yeah, Dr. Simone, she is so funny because she was all talking about her marriage and how it was kind of like a job, because she was like, you ready to have a little sex? And I'm like, what? Like, she's so awkward when it comes to sex and being sexy and stuff like that. But I guess it's cute, especially if you know her. But Phaedra, she was hilarious at the Rejection, honey. I mean, this event was so stupid. She literally said what each person did. She's like, you with vaginas, you with teeth, you with tennis. When she was talking about Toya, I'm like, oh my God. She was like, Letitia, you wasn't, Sweet Tea, she's like, you wasn't invited. I'm like, damn. She is just telling it like it is right about now. And the big main event was Quad coming out of a casket, because this was a whole mortuary funeral type of situation. But it was more so a rebirth. That's what it was supposed to be, in a resurrection, a renaissance of some sorts. But yeah, she popped out. Everybody had to wear black. She popped out with white, looking glorious. So, I mean, she went one by one and just kind of talked to each person. But it did kind of go left, starting with the Heavenly was number 2. Heavenly said something to Letitia about her not inviting her. Then Letitia spoke up and said something about, your marriage ain't all that. You literally said that you popped your man over the head with a frying pan. And, you can't talk about Dr. Heavenly's man, about her daddy. And she don't play that. So she was ready, girl, don't make me get crazy up in here. And Letitia want to get out of her seat. But luckily, they calmed it down. But I was like, what? Like, girl, Letitia, you better sit down and stop trying to show off, because this lady will drag you, honey. She may not drag you with her hands because she don't want to get sued, but she will drag you with them words. And then she would talk about your mama. All right? That's always that's always the end for her, is your mama. Your mama something. When she got to Toya, which was the last person, Toya was like, we're not mending nothing. You talked about way too much. She was not with it. Even when they did a little repass thing, I mean, the whole thing was wild. Her and freaking Quad almost got into a literal fist fight. I don't know why they were sitting next to each other. Quad won a point, You know, and I feel like she was doing it maliciously, okay? The way she was doing it all up in her personal space, even though she wasn't pointing at her, she was pointing right here. Like, girl, you was asking for it. So she got upset, and they was like, don't put your hands. I was like, oh my God. Oh, no. What are y'all doing? You about to bring back the whole Mariah and Toya situation from back in the days. Like, that's what it's giving. I was like, here we go. Toya, she's like, you talked about my family. You talked about me effing the neighbors. Like, you said we were thieves. Like, she's just not trying to forgive, everything. And one thing that was interesting was Phaedra was actually disappointed in Quad because she felt like that would have been the perfect time for like her to actually apologize and take accountability for her part that she played in the demise of, her being a member of the group and all that stuff. But she didn't even do that. It was more so like, let me tell you what you guys did to me. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell, but it wasn't really taking accountability for her part or apologizing to everybody else. She did for Heavenly after Heavenly almost kind of bullied her into, an apology and made her hold herself accountable. But I felt like when she was with the group, she didn't really do that. And Toya feels like she's above the rest of them. So, yeah, Toya ain't about to bow down to nobody. So it's definitely going to be interesting, y'all. But that was the episode. Let me know what y'all thought down below. Thanks so much for watching. Laters.